欢迎继续回到新闻特工队节目。一架躺在医疗实验室的高倍数显微镜，探索的是肉眼看不见的病毒细菌，希望拯救人类免除疾病之苦。因为我们曾经被教导，也看到过这些微生物，我们也才知道肉眼看不见的另一个世界如何持续地影响到我们的健康。但通常这样一台高档显微镜，对贫穷国家而言是难以普遍取得的装置。更别说那些穷孩子如何懂得因为不干净的水源造成生病的这种关联性。然而，一位来自印度的科学家改变了这一切。他发明要价不到美金1块钱、重量不过8公克的折纸显微镜，成为第一位把基础科学带进全球公卫防治领域的先驱。他的理念同样也打破了400年来显微镜产品的使用惯例。我们带你来看看。
纸张上画出简单轮廓，一一拆解下来，组合成型，仿佛童年时期的纸玩具。但是别小看这几张不起眼的纸片，因为它们能组合出货真价实的显微镜。
What came out of it is what we call use and throw microscopy. These little microscopes that are literally built out of paper, tape, and glue. And they're as good as many research microscopes that you can buy.
纸做的神奇显微镜只需要短短20分钟就能成型。
This paper has no instructions and no languages. There is a code, a color code embedded that tells you exactly how to fold that specific microscope.
倍数高达2000倍，而且怎么用力都踩不坏，泡进水里泡不烂，即使从3楼往下丢，还是完好如初，耐用程度超乎你我对纸张的想象。
What you see here is all the possible components to build a functional bright field and fluorescence microscope. So there are 3 stages. There is the optical stage, the illumination stage, and the mask holding stage.
留着性格络腮胡，他是史丹佛医学院生物工程学系的助理教授布莱克什。废寝忘食和他的2个学生一起开发出神奇纸显微镜，要用来对付1年夺走100万人性命的恐怖杀手疟疾。
Everybody's heard of malaria, but you should have malaria once, and then you get a sense for how terrible it is.
And it's taken hold in the developing countries around the tropical belt. Just for malaria itself, there are 1 million deaths a year and more than 1 billion people that need to be tested because they are at risk for different species of malarial infections.
10亿人等于全球1/7的人染病后还得等上好几个月才能确定是什么病菌在作怪。最大问题在于一般实验室用的显微镜在疫区做检验根本缓不济急。
Even though the pinnacle of modern science, research microscopes are not designed for field testing, neither were they first designed for diagnostics at all. They're heavy, bulky, really hard to maintain, and cost a lot of money.
轻便耐用的纸显微镜应运而生，什么病菌在导弹全部一目了然。布莱克什的团队最后开发出将近30种功能各异的纸显微镜。
And I'm going to pick one randomly. This one turns out is actually designed specifically for malaria, because it has the fluorescent filters built specifically for diagnosing malaria. So the idea of very specific diagnostic microscopes comes out of this.
纸显微镜还内建 LED 灯，不需要额外电力就能清楚投射出镜片底下的大千世界，仿佛照妖镜，让所有微生物无所遁形。更惊人的是，这样一体成型又耐用的精密仪器，价格竟然不到1美元，用完可以立刻焚毁。在缺乏消毒设备的落后国家，既安全又卫生，也不会心痛。
In terms of how much it costs for us to manufacture, the biggest idea was roll-to-roll manufacturing. So we built this out of 50 cents of parts and cost.
几张简单纸片交叠出肉眼看不到的宽广世界，纸显微镜颠覆世人想象，为改变世界尽一份力。